It began with a convoy that never reached its destination, an ambush that should never have happened, and a discovery on a quiet rural property that shocked an entire province. This is the story of Khanyisile Viola Nyalunga, a woman sworn to uphold the law, a traffic officer from Mbombela, who found herself at the center of one of Mpumalanga's most unsettling criminal scandals. A tale of alleged betrayal, conspiracy, and a cash-in-transit heist that unraveled piece by shocking piece. Tonight, we go inside the Mbombela traffic cop heist scandal, the rise, fall, and ongoing legal battle of a woman once trusted to protect the public. 27th July 2023, Hazyview, Mpumalanga. A heavily guarded cash-in-transit vehicle was on its routine route when the unexpected happened. Armed men ambushed the vehicle in a failed attempt to blow it open and escape with millions. It was chaotic. Gunfire, panic, and confusion as the attackers fled empty-handed. For many, it was just another cash-in-transit attack, one of dozens South Africa faces yearly. But investigators noticed something unusual. 2 getaway vehicles used in the attack, vehicles suspected to have transported the gunman, went missing immediately after the heist. And then, a breakthrough. Police traced one of the vehicles to a rural property in Hoxani Trust, Mpumalanga. The property belonged to Khanyisile Viola Nyalunga, a 40-year-old Mbombela traffic officer. When investigators moved in, they found one of the suspected getaway vehicles hidden on her property. Strong signs linking the car to the heist. Information suggesting the vehicle was moved there shortly after the failed attack. The discovery turned what looked like a routine heist investigation into a national headline. A traffic officer, a public servant, was now under suspicion of assisting one of South Africa's most feared criminal operations, a cash-in-transit gang. The Hawks arrested Nyalunga, and the charges were heavy. The state charged her with conspiracy to commit a robbery, robbery under aggravating circumstances, attempted murder, possession of an unlicensed firearm, possession of ammunition. Each charge pointed to a serious claim that she was not just linked to criminals, but was allegedly part of their plan. But Nyalunga denied everything. Her legal team argued that she had no involvement, no knowledge, and was being dragged into a crime she had nothing to do with. As the case intensified, so did the public interest. How could a sworn officer be connected to a brutal heist? Was she part of the planning? Was her property used as a safe house? Or was she, as her defense insisted, an innocent woman caught in something bigger than herself? Nyalunga was first taken to the Makulu Magistrates Court, where she applied for bail. It was denied. The magistrate ruled that the state had presented a strong case, and releasing her could jeopardize the investigation. But her lawyers refused to back down. The matter went to the Mpumalanga High Court, where she made a fresh bail application. This time, the court ruled in her favor. She was granted 5,000 rand bail with strict conditions. The decision shocked many, especially after a court had already denied her release. But the High Court found that she was not a flight risk. She had a fixed address and stable employment. The state's fears, though serious, were not enough to justify further detention. With that, the traffic officer walked out of custody, but not out of trouble. As the months passed, the case wound its way through the judicial system. The matter was officially placed on the roll for the 27th of September 2024 for a pre-trial conference. Court roll documents showed State vs. Nyalunga, listed for multiple procedural appearances. The case remained active through late 2024. No trial judgment or verdict was yet recorded in any public database. This meant one thing: the case was still alive, and the final outcome had not yet been made public. To this day, despite multiple court roll entries and confirmed procedural updates, no official record shows whether she was acquitted, convicted, or still awaiting trial. It is a legal battle still unfolding behind closed courtroom doors. Before the scandal, Nyalunga was known locally as a disciplined and respected traffic officer attached to the Mbombela Traffic Department. She was a mother, a public servant, a woman with a stable job and a fixed address, someone trusted with road safety responsibilities. So how did she become entangled in a high-stakes heist investigation? Authorities believe that the vehicles on her property were not accidentally parked. Their presence indicated possible involvement or knowledge. A connection to the heist suspects was likely. Her property played a role in the logistics of the failed operation. Her defense insists the opposite. She did not know the vehicles were linked to criminals. She had no role in planning or executing the heist. She never participated in violence or conspiracy. She was a victim of circumstances. These opposing narratives are what continue to drive the court case. Mbombela and Hazyview are no strangers to crime, especially cash-in-transit attacks, but a traffic officer allegedly involved. That struck a nerve. Public reaction was divided into two camps. One, those who believed she was guilty. They pointed to the suspicious vehicles, the scale of the attack, the professional planning behind the heist, the trend of insider assistance in CIT crimes. To them, this was another example of corruption creeping into law enforcement structures. Two, those who believed she was innocent. They argued that she had no criminal history. She had a stable government job. There was no evidence she personally took part in violence. Vehicles could have been placed on her property without her knowledge. To them, she was a scapegoat, a convenient target during an intense investigation. This scandal exposed deeper issues. 1. Insider links in heist syndicates. Criminals often rely on insiders to provide information, routes, cover, safe houses. The discovery on Nyalunga's property supported suspicions of inside involvement in CIT crimes. 2. The pressure on law enforcement officers in South Africa face low pay, fatigue, high crime pressure, community distrust. Some fall prey to criminal networks. 3. The complexity of CIT investigations. Even with arrests, convictions can take years. Cases get postponed, move between courts, require ballistic reports, depend on witness protection. This explains why Nyalunga's case has not yet reached a public verdict. Based on all confirmed and publicly available information, the case remains active. A final judgment has not been made public. Court rolls confirm the matter was in pre-trial as of late 2024. No official conviction or acquittal is recorded in any publicly accessible database. This means Khanyisile Viola Nyalunga is currently neither proven guilty nor proven innocent in the eyes of the law. The legal process is ongoing. A hidden getaway car, a failed heist, a traffic officer at the center of a mystery, and a court case still unfolding. The story of Khanyisile Viola Nyalunga is a reminder that in South Africa's criminal underworld, truth is often buried behind layers of secrecy, fear, and silence. As the justice system continues its work, one question remains. Was she a mastermind in disguise, or an unsuspecting woman caught in the crossfire of a syndicate far more powerful than she ever imagined? Only the final verdict, still pending, will tell.